In Chapter 2, we're going to run through a standard installation. For the purposes of the training, we're going to be installing onto a Hyper-V environment, so you'll need access to the Hyper-V Management Console. If you're running a different hypervisor such as VMware or a cloud platform such as Azure or AWS, you'll need to refer to those specific installation guides which you'll find on the Northbridge website. But for any other chapters, just keep in mind the training really doesn't matter which platform your NetConnect server is installed onto. You'll also need an internal IP address, and finally you'll need internet access to download the installation file. Now over the next few minutes we're going to cover off where to download NetConnect from, how to install NetConnect onto a Hyper-V environment, how to set the IP address and basic network config, how to access the NetConnect instance, and how to change the default admin account password. Now before we begin, we'll need to download NetConnect. In order to do this, please navigate to northbridgesecure.com/software. You'll see multiple options here, each one specific to the platform you're installing onto. Again, we're going to be using Hyper-V here, so let's select the Hyper-V option and download the VHD image. Once the download has completed, we can create a new virtual machine using the NetConnect image. You'll need to navigate to your Hyper-V manager at this point, and we're going to run up the instance by selecting New Virtual Machine. We're going to call this machine NetConnect, and we're happy to keep it in a default location, but feel free to change that if you need to. We're then going to select Generation 1. We're going to assign 2 gigs of memory. We're going to select the network we wish to attach the NetConnect server to. And finally, we'll use the VHD we downloaded a short while ago. So we're going to select Use an existing virtual hard disk and navigate to the relevant location. Select Next and review the summary, and provided everything's correct, click Finish. Now once the build is complete, right click on the machine, connect, and start the NetConnect instance. It'll take a few moments for CentOS to boot up to the first time access page. And once that's complete, you can just follow the on-screen prompts and log in as netconfig, all lowercase, and with a password of NetConnect8 with a capital N. Again, simply follow the prompts and enter the IP address you wish to assign to your NetConnect instance, along with your netmask, default gateway, and DNS server. Now if you wish, you can add a secondary DNS server. We're going to use Google's free public DNS address here of 8888. Finally, simply review the information you've entered, make sure it's all correct, and if you're happy, type in yes and enter. Once you're done, the NetConnect server will reboot. That might take a minute or two, but eventually you'll see the install complete screen. You'll then be free to access your NetConnect instance via the IP address you've assigned. So let's open up a browser and check that everything's come up as expected. Now, the first thing you'll see when you navigate through to the IP address is a warning in your browser. That's there because we haven't yet applied an SSL certificate to the NetConnect instance to secure the connection, but we'll cover that off in Chapter 3, so for now we'll simply navigate past this message. Now at this point you'll see the login page, and we're going to log in with the default admin account. Now a fresh NetConnect instance has 3 built-in users which come with default passwords, and they are the admin user, which is the main administrator account, the radmin user, which is the backup admin account, and a maintenance account for basic user application level changes. Now we strongly recommend that the passwords for the default accounts are changed as soon as possible. The passwords are available on our public facing documentation as well as this video, so it's really not a good idea to keep those on a system you're going to have in your environment. So we'll show you how to do that in just a moment. So let's log in as admin with the default password of admin_v8. Now for now you can ignore the vRealm option, we'll cover that off in a later chapter. Once you've logged in, you'll be presented with the end user license agreement, as this is the first time you'll have accessed this NetConnect instance, so we'll need you to read through this, and provided you're happy to proceed, click accept license from the bottom of the screen. Now providing you do accept the EULA, you'll come to the web top. Now this is a space where users see all the applications that you've assigned to them. Additionally, users who have elevated privilege will see this, the admin portal. As you'd expect, this is the portal where all the typical admin tasks are performed, such as creating and assigning applications, setting up user access, applying licenses, reporting, and a whole raft of other things. Now we'll spend quite a bit of time here during the training program, so you'll get pretty familiar with this area. As I mentioned a moment ago, we really encourage you to change the default password. Now there's no time like the present, so let's start off by changing the admin password. It's pretty simple. We'll just navigate to the Manage Access option, and under there we'll click on the change password. Now this is the area where you can change the password of the account that's logged in. So in this case it's the admin account, so let's put the current admin v8 password there, and we'll put the updated password in the new password field, confirm that in the field underneath, and confirm the changes. There we go, easy.